6:30 on your Wednesday. It's hump day.
Yes. Hump day.
Yeah. Halfway through the week. I was out running errands yesterday afternoon. It felt like a summer day.
It sure
It did.
Yeah. We're not even halfway through this hot and dry spell, I think. It's going to continue. At least we had some cooling showers here and there yesterday. We won't have that luxury later on today.
All right, the government shutdown has now entered a second week.
Democrats and Republicans each think they have the upper hand as the Senate prepares to vote again later today. Fox's Douglas Ader has the latest from Washington.
We're expecting to see some more votes in the Senate this morning.
U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi grilled by senators yesterday on Capitol Hill. Democrats accused Bondi of weaponizing the Justice Department and using it as a shield for President Trump and his allies. They sparred over many topics, from the Jeffrey Epstein files to the legality of deploying the National Guard in blue cities.
Consulted by the White House before they deployed National Guard troops to cities in the United States?
I am not going to discuss any internal conversations with the White House. I don't know the answer, Senator.
Yeah, you do know the answer to that.
Don't call me a liar.
Republicans also had questions for Bondi, asking about a recently uncovered FBI operation which reportedly obtained cell phone records for 9 GOP lawmakers as part of the Biden administration's January 6th investigation. National Guard troops from Texas arrive at an Army base in Chicago as President Trump increases deployment to Democratic-led cities. This comes despite a lawsuit from the city of Chicago and the state of Illinois looking to stop the White House from sending troops. A similar lawsuit blocked the National Guard deployment in Portland, Oregon. President Trump has warned he may invoke the Insurrection Act to deploy troops in more cities. The president believes the act will allow him to sidestep these court rulings. The Supreme Court appears poised to strike down Colorado's ban on conversion talk therapy for minors. A therapist in Colorado challenged the ban as violating her right to freedom of speech and her ability to speak with clients who want to discuss their gender identity or sexuality. The Department of Justice argued, agreeing with her, that the law and similar laws violate the First Amendment.
In one-on-one conversations, why can the government come in and censor those, especially on topics that are so important, like sexual orientation and gender identity?
And these bans don't impact religious practitioners. They don't impact life coaches. So this is really about licensed mental health providers. These are healthcare professionals, and the state has the right to regulate their behavior.
Both D.C. and Maryland signed onto a front of the court brief urging the justices to uphold the law, one that is similar to bans on conversion therapy in both jurisdictions. Dolly Parton's sister is asking fans to pray for the country singer as she faces ongoing health challenges. The singer postponed dates for her Las Vegas residency because of a medical procedure last week. Her sister says she hasn't been, quote, feeling her best lately. Last week, Parton said her doctor advised her to cancel the concert dates because of recent health issues.
Momentum is growing as efforts to try and secure a ceasefire to end the war between Israel and Hamas continues.
Tuesday marked 2 years since the start of the war. A moment of silence was held in Tel Aviv as Israelis honor the victims of Hamas's deadly attack. Other tributes remembering the roughly 1,200 people killed and the remaining hostages took place across the U.S. And in France, a European Union official cited a dangerous rise in anti-Semitism.
Nothing wrong with criticizing the actions of any government, but there is everything wrong with blaming Jews here in Europe for the actions of the government of Israel.
U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and President Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner are expected to arrive in Egypt today as indirect negotiations there continue. Officials are trying to advance a 20-point peace plan drafted by the Trump administration to secure a ceasefire and free the remaining hostages. All right, time now is 6:39.
Any more clouds on forecast today, Zach?
Some lingering clouds out.
Good Day Austin is on your side.
President Trump approves a large-scale mining project in Alaska that could give the U.S. more access to rare earth minerals needed to counter China.
Fox's Kelly Saberi has more from Capitol Hill.
The project is a 211-mile stretch through northwest Alaska.
Well, More workers reportedly prefer a flexible remote work schedule.
A new study shows 65% of workers are interested in something called micro-shifting. That involves splitting up work into segments of time while knocking out unrelated chores and errands in between. So rather than sitting at a desk for 8 hours straight, micro-shifting allows you to break up the workday into short spurts of productivity, essentially reimagining the typical 9 to 5.